Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, as you can see from the background, I'm in the kitchen again. I'm being a little adventurous today. Did that little recipe video, I don't know, I guess it was about a week ago, and just kind of was in an experimental mood today. So as kind of things went on, I decided I should do a video on this. So anyhow, as you can tell, another one of my little recipe videos. We'll see how it turns out. I do videos every day. Don't do all that many recipe ones though, but if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button now, click on the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, it just kind of like took off, and I'm not doing exactly what I was thinking this morning. All started because I had more mushrooms, and I've been marinating my mushrooms today in the windowsill. And the mushrooms have been marinating in, what did I have in there? I had lime juice, I had apple cider vinegar, I had some paprika, chopped up some onions in there, and a little bit of Bragg's. And I've had these sitting all day. They sat for about 8 hours. Now what I was originally going to do, I had some seaweed, some wakame seaweed, but I wasn't real sure on the reconstituting it part. It was dry, so I was going to do a seaweed and cucumber salad, but I decided, okay, well, let's just go with the cucumber and see how it goes. So I started playing with it, a little bit of a sauce. So I was thinking like, okay, let's put the mushrooms on the cucumber. So I spiralized a couple of cucumber, and then I started working on my sauce. I just thought I would play a little bit, and I'll tell you when I tell you the sauce exactly how I put it together. And they're not 100% exact amounts. There's a few things that I just kind of, I re-add until they taste right. But I did start with 2 cloves of garlic, 7 dates, 3 ribs of celery, about, I don't know, the 3 ribs were about that long. About more or less, I guesstimated the best I could, about 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, probably about a teaspoon of Bragg's aminos. Here's where just like I played with the taste. I put a little bit of chili powder in there. I put some in, then I went and put some back, and I put some red pepper flakes in there. And then I finished this bad boy off with a tablespoon of tahini. And then I poured some water in there just to get it to that right consistency. So what I did was I took my zoodles, and I put them in my nice little bowl. I figured out, since I'm going to do a recipe, why not put them in a nice bowl? So I put them in my nice little bowl. And what I did was I put some green onion, some chopped green onion in with the cucumber noodles, I guess you would call them. Put some green onion in with that, and then I drizzled some of the dressing on there and mixed that up a little bit. Then what I did was I put a nice healthy scoop of the mushrooms on there, the marinated mushrooms on top, and then I drizzled just a little bit more of that sauce, dressing, whatever you want to call them there. And then I put some sesame seeds there. Now, I'm hoping, I've got a microphone now that I need to get it out of the thing and learn tomorrow. I can't face the camera, I can't face the screen anymore, so I have framing issues here, and I'm not seeing what I'm doing, so I'm hoping that you're seeing this. But I just had it in my nice little bowl there. I put it like this, and I'm going to eat this, and I'm sure I'm going to eat some more. But for those ingredients I'm going to show you, I've only used a very, very little. There's still sauce to right there, because you don't really need, it's not an overpowering thing. You know, there's a lot of taste going on here. You've got the mushrooms going. I didn't really need to, you know, like just bam, overpower the zoodles with that dressing. So I'm not going to use all of that for this. Even if I'm going to go back in and make myself another bowl, I still got a bunch of koodles, and I will use all the koodles tonight, but more than likely I won't use all of that. I'll probably save it and maybe use it for a salad or use it for a dip or something like that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, it's mostly been Melissa's recipes from Melissa's Raw Food Romance that when I'm getting in the kitchen. But I did branch out last week. I made one of my own, and then now I made another one. I'm gonna take just a little bite here. Gotta let, I mean, you know, this is a recipe video I'm doing on a first run. Mm. That's quite good. Might be a little busy for some people. There are a lot of flavors going on here, but it works for me. It works for me. Like I say, it's I didn't go too heavy on the dressing. That's a light little dressing. It picks up nicely with the zoodles, and just having something else there. The mushrooms are good with that. So I would give that one a thumbs up. Now, having said that, that is a recipe that'll probably get tweaked a bit, because like I said, I don't always do this, but when it's something like the mushrooms or something like this, I don't usually just do a recipe video for a first time recipe, but this is really good as it is. In fact, if I'd have taken that bite, I'll be honest with you here, if I'd have taken that bite and it wasn't really all that good, or I was like, nah, you would have just never seen the video. No harm, no foul. Nobody would have even known I had ever done this. Maybe until I went back and did some adjustments. But no, seriously, it's good enough now. Like I say, this is something that I will work on. And that's, if I do create recipes, very seldom, that's how they do. They kind of evolve, and I'm like, well, why don't we try a little bit of this on here, or maybe I want to put it on something different besides zoodles, and I adjust it a little bit. But besides just the particular recipe, that like I do, I like to get in here and do the food videos every once in a while for the point of it, because the point being is you just get in and play. You start learning a few tricks and a few tips here and there. A good portion, I wonder if she'll have picked up that from the first part of the recipe, a good portion of that, or the first portion of that sauce, is similar to something I've picked up from Melissa on a couple of her things that she does. You know, the garlic, the dates, the celery. That's always a good base. If I hadn't had celery today, no harm, no foul, I would have used zucchini I had over there. Now, I do like the celery. I think the celery works a little bit better, but I would have used the zucchini. But you start putting these ingredients together, and you start putting taste together and whatever, and you just kind of build on that. You're not going to necessarily create, you know, a home run or something that everybody's going to be like, oh my God, that's the greatest recipe ever. But you'll find things, it's you in your kitchen, putting your hands on your ingredients, not my ingredients. So if you do this enough, you'll tend to learn your way around your kitchen. You'll learn what combines well, and you'll stumble onto recipes, and you'll stumble onto recipes and create recipes that will evolve. And as I'm always telling you on this raw vegan lifestyle, very, very, very important is to enjoy your food and enjoy what food that you like. You know, there's lots of recipes out there, but I don't know, and I can look at the recipe sometimes and I'm like, they know what they're doing. I bet you that's a good recipe. It just doesn't really strike me, the taste or particular ingredients. But anyhow, I'm going to go sit down and enjoy something different for dinner tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.